Hi, it's T. Carlson here. I love a good music documentary, and several years ago, one of my favorite bands, Saxon, some of the true heroes of the new wave of British heavy metal, got a long overdue documentary, and I've actually picked up the Blu-ray release of said movie. This is Saxon, Heavy Metal Thunder, the movie. I'm going to unbox this release and I will share my opinions. Nice shot there of the current version of Saxon. There's our spine text, got the nice little Saxon logo there. Back cover describing the film and featuring a list of bonus features. Inside the package, we actually get a pretty nice sized booklet. This has some cool essays and photographs. I'm not going to go through every single page here, but you get the idea. And then we have our Blu-ray copy of the film itself. There is reversible art back here, but it's just identical to the same art you have on the outside. This just doesn't have the little content rating thing, so I guess it's a matter of taste as to which one you want to display. I'll read the description of the movie as follows from the package. Saxon are true heavy metal heroes. Their story is a classic rock and roll saga. 5 friends from the backstreets of Yorkshire setting out to take on the world. Their resulting chart glory, mixed with band infighting and full-on rock excess, ensures their dramatic tale will become part of heavy metal history. This feature-length documentary film tells the warts and all story of 30 years of heartache, earache, success, and excess. Produced by critically acclaimed documentary filmmakers Coolhead, it not only has contributions from Saxon, past and present, but also the likes of Lars Ulrich, Lemmy, and Fast Eddie Clarke, Harvey Goldsmith, Airborne, Amon Amarth, Doro Pesch, and many, many others. It also features freshly uncovered archival material, including the band performing in 1979 on Motorhead's Bomber Tour, recording sessions and interviews from the Crusader and Innocence Is No Excuse albums, a classic concert from 1981, along with stunning headline performances at Wacken in 2009, and the now legendary inaugural St. George's Day show in London. Turn down the lights, turn up the volume, and enjoy some heavy metal thunder. It's no secret I'm a big fan of Saxon. I love the new wave of British heavy metal. Saxon was one of those groups that really took off in England, but they never quite got the international success of groups like Iron Maiden or Def Leppard, and that's certainly a shame because these guys were certainly the quintessential working class hard rock band, and that's part of the reason I absolutely love them and everything they've recorded over the years. The story, of course, starts out in England in poor living conditions, and you have the typical story of the guys that are going to be condemned to a life of menial work and boredom, but of course they decide to fight the odds, go out and take on the world musically. This follows the group from their early formative years up through their rise to success and fame in the new wave of British heavy metal, failed attempts to crack the American market, and of course deciding to stick to their guns and do what meant the most to them, the approach they've been taking for the last 3 decades or so, which seems to have worked best for them. And there are a ton of people interviewed in this movie, past and present alike, including past members that even aren't necessarily on the best of terms with the current version of the band. There is one key past member who did decline to participate in the film, and that's a bit of a disappointment, but the sheer array of who they did get to participate is quite remarkable. We even get Lemmy from Motorhead showing up, who the band has a long history of collaborating and touring with, and that was certainly a nice little bonus there. Even Lars Ulrich from Metallica shows up, talking about his early days as a musician, even when he got to open for the band at the Whiskey A Go-Go. So there's a ton of great stories in here. It clocks in at about 2 hours, so it's just the right length. It's not so long that it's going to bore you, but it's not so short that it's not going to feel comprehensive either. Fans of Saxon, or fans of hard rock and heavy metal in general, I think they'll absolutely love this movie. Unfortunately, the picture quality on the disc is not the best. This really just looks like an upscaled DVD. I believe this was also released on DVD, and I don't imagine this would be a massive improvement over that. Some of the newly filmed interviews actually look pretty nice on Blu-ray, although understandably a lot of the older archival footage is never going to look the best, no matter how much remastering they do. That said, overall, it's certainly watchable, and I wouldn't say that it looks horrible by any means. There's so many bonus features on here, they actually run longer than the documentary itself. We get 2 complete concerts, the St. George's Day 2008 show, and then a Beat Club television concert from 1981. And there's a lot of behind-the-scenes footage, both past and present, including some footage from when they were recording the Crusader album back in 1984. I mean, they could have just slapped this documentary on a disc and I would have been happy, but this is just a treasure trove of material. Any fan of Saxon is going to love what they have here, not just the movie, but the bonuses as well. I highly recommend this release to any fan of rock or metal documentaries. Are you a fan of Saxon? What's your favorite album or song by the band? What did you think of this documentary? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.